Afternoon, worlds. Well, good evening, worlds. It was another beautiful day up here in paradise.
It's the Hippy Trev cooking show. What will he cook this time? Who knows? Let's sit back and see what he makes. So start cooking already, Trev, for fuck's sake.
Cooking with Hippy Trev. Alright, well, on to another Hippy Trev, or another cooking with Hippy Trev. Tonight I'm going to do rissoles. Rissoles with some cheese on top and chucking between a couple of pieces of bread. I know it's pretty straightforward and basic. What I've also went and done, I went and actually bought some flour. God, I can't even get these fucking packets open. Oh my God, I'm struggling with everything at the moment. So, being big and chunky that they are, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cook two for now. I'm actually going to throw a bit of flour down on my board because I found out the hard way is if you try and use a rolling pin on these without flour, you end up with it stuck all over your rolling pin. Right, bit of flour on my rolling pin there. Knife. I'm going to get some butter into my pan. Get that happening already. I'm going to put a little dob in first because I've got some, I need to let that melt down a little bit and then give it a wipe out. So yeah, when I was trying to do this the first time, every time I tried to roll my patty out without flour, just stuck to the rolling pin. So look at that, heaps better. Also, if any of you wondering what's the candles about, it was the anniversary. I'm not going to call it an anniversary so much, but yeah, it's the 2 year. A couple of days ago, it was the 2 year anniversary of the loss of Brother Pete, and Husey bought these candles. I don't know if anyone ever saw the Hippy Australia Day video from 2 years ago. When I actually met Husey for the very first time, funny enough. Him and Brother Pete have been mates for ages, who met off my channel. And I actually met Husey for the first time. And he handed us both a candle. Oh, fuck, that's hot. And we burnt them every night, especially in the last couple of weeks of Pete being alive. We burnt the candle every night, right up until his passing. Ah, oh, fuck, that's hot. Now, if you ever got anything stuck to the bottom of your pan, don't worry about it. Don't try and scratch it off. Just wait till you heat it up again, throw a bit of butter or whatever you're doing there, and then just give it a quick wipe out and good to go. Right, let's throw some real butter in there now. So yes, it was the second anniversary of losing Brother Pete a couple of days ago on the 12th of this month, 2 years ago. Yeah, just that was a big deal, losing him. But anyway, so and at the moment, I'm just burning his candle as a bit of just as a remembrance that he may be gone, but he's sure as shit never forgotten. So, and I just like just keep the memory alive, pretty much. Right, let's throw one of them in there. Get me bread. Normally my bread has a shelf life up here of like a day or two. Oh, sorry, not a day or two, about 2 or 3 days before it goes mouldy. I'm just checking. I've had this loaf of bread almost a week now and it hasn't gone mouldy, which is very surprising. So, just going to butter some bread. I'll get some dead horse out of the cupboard as well. I'm actually hungry tonight. So I also did I did a 3-week sober run. I don't drink in the daytime, and I call it a sober run. I mean, but I drink when I drink, I only drink at night. never drink in the day except one day of the year, which is Australia Day. And I start at 10 o'clock in the morning. This bread's falling apart, fuck. But yeah, actually I've been hitting them pretty hard for a while there, especially for night time. And I was going through, I don't know whether I should say it or not. Well, I was going through 3 bottles of bourbon. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking straight. I was going through 3 bottles of bourbon every 3 nights, which is just excessive. So I decided to knock it on the head, and I've been doing that for nearly 2 years since Brother Pete passed. Well, that can go there. I want some dead horse out of the cupboard. So no lettuce, no tomato, no nothing like that. Just going to let that do that. So yeah, the candle is just yeah. So I think we went through 3 of these. I had one that I burnt completely empty, and usually was having these made up by a friend. They're beautiful fucking candles. So I sent him the empty container. He sent me one back, and then he also sent me another one. So, and Pete had one, his candle. Same thing, he was burning his candle every night, and I think his candle ran out literally the day he passed. So very significant, these candles. I've had these for 2 years now. When Grumpy and Husey was here a couple of weeks ago, and Laney was here, and we all had a big night there, we lit the candle up, and we burnt that all night long too, just as a remembrance for Brother Pete. So anyway, that's what the candle's about. Oh my God, the weather up here at the moment. Oh my God, I've got a very light funny on at the moment. The weather up here at the moment, God, you think you're in a Victorian summer. It's just absolutely gorgeous during the daytime. Nights, a little bit cold. Didn't even have the heater on the other night, didn't need it. Yeah, the night's getting a little bit chilly, but oh my God, the days are just sensational. You wouldn't even think it's winter time. You just really wouldn't. It's just beautiful up here at the moment. So anyway, this is going to be real quick. So yes, the key to rolling out your rissoles, bit of plain old flour, which is pretty cheap. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use me. I thought I was going to use it. Where is it? What the hell did I do with that? Where's my stainless? I'm missing my stainless steel egg flipper. I don't even know where that's gone. Alright, I'll use this plastic one. Right out. Whoa, handle's hot. Stick that on the board. I keep going to grab the fucking handle. Yeah, I've lost my stainless steel egg flip. I don't know where that is. Mystery, done a runner on me. It's not in the sink. It's in my drawers. So anyway, so this is what it is. It's just a bit of. These aren't bad rissoles actually. They actually taste pretty good. They're just from the local. This is happening a lot lately. Dropping shit and running. Yeah, anyway. It's just from a local supermarket, and they're actually quite good. So basically, that bit of fucking dead horse. That's probably a bit too much dead horse. Boom, there you go. That's tea, done. Nice and simple. So this is cheese. This is cheese Grumpy left me, God, ages ago. I think he come and stayed a couple of nights in the camper, and he left me cheese and a few other things. And I would not buy cheese this colour normally. I wouldn't even think about it, but it's been great, especially on top of the burgers. Fuck, my bread's just falling apart here. So I'm getting into my big dog chopper build. anyone saw that one today, there are some frustrating moments, but getting into it, and I am actually enjoying it. I think I want a bit more butter in there, just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know where my stainless steel egg flip is. Fuck, that tastes good. So I had a couple of so I had a whole of PowerPoints go to my house last week. I got a fresh lot of boys over from Fiji, and I told them not to run the fucking heaters. Anyway, my internet went out because the internet runs on a PowerPoint in the back of the laundry. What the hell's going on? This is like 11 o'clock at night. Why the hell's my internet gone out, going? And there's no power, and fucking bread's just falling apart here. There's no power in that PowerPoint and whatever. And I walk in and I say to the boys, hey, you guys running the heaters? They said, no, we weren't running any heaters. Okay. I go out to the main box with the trip switches, and one of the trips was tripped, and when I flicked it back on, I felt the thing like, that's really fucking hot, like that's really like way too hot. And I said, you guys run the heaters? I said, no, we're not running any heaters. All right, well, don't run the heaters. And I'm talking about these little fucking cheap Chinese shit fucking fan heatery things. Anyway, go to bed that night thinking, oh God, I hope they, I actually went to bed thinking about, you know, they're going to set my fucking house on fire. Then I get up the next morning and there's no internet. So I go in and, like, this is about 9:30 in the morning. None of them come out and said they lost all the PowerPoints, and none of them said, no, I just walked straight in the house, back PowerPoints out, straight in the house, and they've got this really looking sheepish look on their faces. Like, yeah, no, we don't know nothing, boss. We don't know nothing. Out to the fuse box, well, the meter box, trip switch hadn't gone off, and I flicked it off and on a couple times. The trip switch had not gone off, but there was no power, so they'd lost the fridge in the kitchen, and this was like, they were up till 2:30 in the morning. I went to bed at around 1:30. I was still awake at 2 a.m. I could hear them talking in the house. They were really loud. And I could hear them in the house at like 2 a.m. in the morning, still carrying on. They weren't playing music, they were just talking, but just loud. So I turn off, paper towel. So yeah, the switch hadn't actually tripped, but there was no power coming out of the power board. Now luckily I've got an electrician that lives a couple of doors down. He's actually retired, but he's handy for an emergency. Anyway, yeah, a few things are stuck on the bottom there, but once that cools down and I re-butter it next time, that'll come off. Anyway, I just begged him to come up and have a quick look for me and see what was going on. Pulls the cover off the meter box. There was a jump wire from one trip to the other, completely melted, burnt out, and two of the safety trip switches were completely blacked out and burnt, and like these guys nearly burnt my fucking house down. Like, seriously. And I just rang up the person who takes care of these guys, and I said, come get these fucking heaters and get them out of my fucking house. So they had all three heaters running flat chat till 2 o'clock in the morning. Each of these heaters, what are they, put out like 30, 40 watts, 50 watts or something like that. So you had like nearly 100 watts of power going through my house wiring. Three of these fan heaters all on the one line. And just like they did, nearly burn my goddamn fucking house down. So anyway, I ring up, got it. Anyway, what I'm getting to is a couple of days later, I get a phone call from Lane. He goes, I've got no PowerPoints in my house. And we get over there and check it out, and hers was even worse than what mine is. And she wasn't even running the heaters. but somehow the contact, so the trip switch hadn't gone off. Not only was the trip switch burned out, but the socket that the trip switch sits in was completely... Anyway, went and saw old mate again and dragged him out and said, oh mate, no emergency. So he came around and had a look, which was great. Because if you ring an electrician, they say, yeah, we'll be out in a week. I've got an old mate down the road here, a couple of houses down. He'll actually come right then. And anyway, he come round and said, rightio, I'll get my team onto it. So she's having a bunch of electricians show up at her place tomorrow. And she's a rental. She rents her place. And she rang the owner up and said, look, this way. And he said, yeah, just fix it. Don't fuck around, just fix it straight away. So she's got a bunch of electricians rolling in tomorrow and they're going to just go through the whole place and just sort it all out 100% for us. So, but just strange that I had mine nearly go out from these guys running heaters, yet she wasn't running any heaters or anything. And 2 days later, she had the same situation. So, bit of a going around. So, yeah, you know what? I'm not so sure about these trip switches anymore. Remember the old fuses, the old ceramic fuses we used to have that had the wire running through them? Anything like that, boom, it just would have melted the wire, where now these trip switches, it seems to like, something's not right, they're not tripping off. I'd rather go back to the old wire fuse, and that way you put whatever gauge wire you want in there, and that would have been way better than these stupid bloody safety trip switches. But anyway, that's what we've got. That tastes so good. Yum. I'm into that. That's nice. Right, that's tea cooked for the night. That's another nice simple one. So anyway, guys, like I said, that's it for tonight. Just a nice simple one. So yeah, Brother Pete's candle. I'm going to burn that probably every night now until basically almost up until the day of his funeral, when I had to jump back in the boat and head down to Vic, and I think that was sometime in a week or so into the next month. So anyway, miss your brother every fucking day. Same as you, Ted. Miss you too, mate, every day. Ted's been gone 10 years now, killed in a truck accident up north. And here's the reason I ended up in Queensland was Ted. He just asked me when he come up here, and you know, that was Jesus, how long ago was that? That was 18 years ago. I've been up here 18 years now. Best move of my life I ever made. So anyway, well, that's it for tonight. So stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.